achievements, also in a sense laying down the framework for the next 1,000 years. He did mention that. But politically, Shravan, what were the takeaways that you would look at as a journalist? But the Prime Minister...
From the Delhi studios of Republic TV, it's time for Arnab Goswami on the debate.
Arnab Goswami on the debate at 10, powered by Reva University, Quick Heal, Green Lamb Laminates, PolicyBazaar.com and Cucina, co-powered by Mankind Pharma.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Now it's time for the nation's sharpest opinion, the part where I do some free thinking, speak my mind. I don't pull my punches, I never do. And I pick up one issue on which I want you to think. Ladies and gentlemen, my question today is, why is the Congress party, through individual leaders in individual states, beginning to change its line? I don't think it is something that we can disregard. That topmost Congress leader and the chief ministerial face of the party in the upcoming Madhya Pradesh elections, Kamal Nath, a veteran Congress leader with more than 50 years in politics, says that India is a Hindu Rashtra. Yes, you heard it right. He says India is a Hindu Rashtra, a Hindu nation. He says India is 82% Hindu population. Of course we are a Hindu Rashtra. These are his words, not mine. And he says this when he met very, very popular Dhirendra Krishna Shastri ji. Dhirendra Krishna Shastri ji says that his mission is to make India a Hindu Rashtra. And in his presence, Kamal Nath says, of course, India is a Hindu Rashtra. Where is the doubt over it? 82% of Hindus reside here. He says it's not even a debatable issue. It is backed by statistics that India is a Hindu Rashtra. Why am I repeating what he said? Because it's an extraordinary thing for a top Congress leader to say in an election campaign. Because it completely destroys the Mohabbat ki Dukan argument of Rahul Gandhi. Rahul Gandhi's entire politics is to question the idea of India as a Hindu Rashtra. And his own leader, his chief ministerial face, is saying, of course we are a Hindu Rashtra. Today, Digvijay Singh, former chief minister of Madhya Pradesh, another top Congress leader, said that it is ridiculous if somebody says India is a Hindu Rashtra. Was his reference to Kamal Nath? He said any person, and I quote, who is working under the oath of the Constitution, if he talks about Hindu Rashtra, then they should first resign from their post. This direct conflict, ladies and gentlemen, Digvijay Singh versus Kamal Nath. Pro-Hindu Rashtra, anti-Hindu Rashtra. Rahul Gandhi position, anti-Hindu Rashtra. Kamal Nath position, for Hindu Rashtra. I don't know what the position of the alliance is. And I am quite surprised that the same party which pushed a Hindu terror theory, the same party which said that Lord Ram never existed, and that too they said it in the Supreme Court, the same party whose leader once said that the word Hindu is quote-unquote very dirty, the same party is now talking in sections about a Hindu Rashtra, in other sections against a Hindu Rashtra. And therefore I thought, let us have a debate on it. It's not only about what the Congress's changing position on Hindu Rashtra is. It's about the circumstances and the context in which this change of position is being seen. The context in which the change of position is becoming visible. Ladies and gentlemen, let's debate.
On August the 5th, Kamal Nath rolled out the red carpet for Dhirendra Shastri, the popular head priest of Bageshwar Dham, who is famous for his Hindu Rashtra call.
तुम हमारा साथ दो, हम हिंदू राष्ट्र बनाएंगे.
Just ahead of elections, Kamal Nath's move to host Dhirendra Shastri for a 3-day katha in his home turf Chindwara has raised questions. His Hindu Rashtra comment a stark contrast to Congress's official line.
82% अगर भारत में हिंदू हैं तो हम कहें कि ये हिंदू राष्ट्र है, ये कहने की क्या आवश्यकता है? ये तो आंकड़े बताते हैं.
In fact, he said it 2 times within a week.
आज 82% हमारे देश में हिंदू हैं. तो ये कौन सा राष्ट्र है?
And the Congress is divided over the Hindu Rashtra line taken by Kamal Nath.
तो ये हिंदू राष्ट्र या इस्लाम राष्ट्र की बात नहीं है. कमलनाथ जी के बयान को मीडिया में तोड़ मरोड़ कर पेश किया गया. और मैं तो ये कहता हूं कि जो भी पद पर बैठा हुआ जिसने भारतीय संविधान की शपथ ली है, अगर वो कोई हिंदू राष्ट्र की बात करता है तो उसको पहले संविधान की ली हुई शपथ से इस्तीफा दे देना चाहिए.
Current Madhya Pradesh Chief Minister Shivraj Singh Chauhan has a clear view. Elections are near and the Congress has turned Chunavi Hindu.
चुनाव आ रहे हैं, ये चुनावी भक्ति है कांग्रेस की. अब उनके अंदर ही अंतर्द्वंद मचा हुआ है. अब कमलनाथ जी सोच रहे हैं कि मैं इधर जाऊं कि उधर जाऊं, बड़ी मुश्किल है किधर जाऊं. और अब तो उनके एक नेता ने कह दिया कि मुख्यमंत्री कौन बनना चाहिए, तो उनके तो नेता होने पे ही सवाल खड़े हो रहे हैं.
After all, weeks before the last Madhya Pradesh elections, Kamal Nath had been seen on camera purportedly talking about 90% of the Muslim vote.
आज मुसलमान समाज के अगर 90% वोट नहीं पड़े तो हमें बहुत बड़ा नुकसान हो सकता है.
So is the Hindu Rashtra comment a declaration for appeasement? Or is the Congress completely confused? Let's debate.
Now, when he said it the first time, then people thought that, it could have been a slip of the tongue. When he said that, of course, we are a Hindu Rashtra, because 82% of India's population is Hindus, it's a Hindu majority country. And Kamal Nath said it is not even a debatable issue, we are a Hindu Rashtra. Then he said it a second time, he said, of course, we are a Hindu Rashtra. Now, Digvijay Singh is saying his statement has been misunderstood. इसमें misunderstanding क्या है रेणु मित्तल? I mean, it's quite clear to me that elections are coming. Kamal Nath is calling Acharya Dhirendra Shastri there so that he can get the Hindu vote. Acharya Dhirendra Shastri is gathering crowds everywhere. जहाँ पे जाते हैं 20-30 हज़ार लोग आ जाते हैं उनको फॉलो करने के लिए. और उन्होंने कहा है कि I have only one mission to make India हिंदू राष्ट्र. उनको इनवाइट कर रहे हैं कथा के लिए उनके कंस्टिट्यूएंसी में, उनके सामने कह रहे हैं इंडिया इज अ हिंदू राष्ट्र. सो इट्स क्वाइट क्लियर दैट ही इज यूजिंग आचार्य धीरेन्द्र शास्त्री देयर टू गेट some stability among Hindu voters. Is there any doubt in your mind, Renu Mittal, about it first? I want to start with you, since you always say you don't get time to speak.
To the time
Yes.
when Digvijay Singh was the Chief Minister of Madhya Pradesh, you would have found that he used to go to all the temples, he would call all the Hindu clerics and the scholars and all kinds of people, and he would he would dine them and he would bring them onto his platform. So this is something that, the Digvijay has been doing and Kamal Nath has been doing. I think elections are coming. So what is actually happening here is that Madhya Pradesh is a state with a majority of Hindu vote, and there's no doubt he's right. 82% of the country is Hindu. Whether you call it a Hindu Raj or the kind of Hindu Raj that BJP wants to make, which is not what they're talking about. What Digvijay was today talking about was in terms of Savarkar.
But he's asserting
and
it.
He is the one who coined the word Hindutva. So Hindutva is a word used by BJP to portray hate, to portray that Muslims are there for us to
No, I'll come to that
cast
later.
aside.
One minute,
So
one minute, just 1 minute.
that Hindu and Muslim-
Renu, may I allow you? Allow me to intervene. I'm just reminded out here, Tuhin, of the fact that the Congress party coined the phrase in 2010, saffron terror. And then in 2013, Sushil Kumar Shinde said Hindu terrorism. Now they are saying after 10 years, having been out of power, they are saying before the election in Madhya Pradesh, no, we are a Hindu Rashtra. So simple question being, why is a party that spoke about Hindu terrorism now talking about Hindu Rashtra? Tuhin Sinha.
Arnab, a very happy independence to you, to all the panelists and to all the viewers. You know, the Congress party can never believe in the idea of India being a Hindu Rashtra, because in reality, the Congress party is the modern day Muslim League. You have quoted examples, you have given examples of 2010 and 2013. I will give you three recent examples, more recent examples, to prove why Congress party can never believe in the idea of India being a Hindu Rashtra. In 2018 July, if you remember, Rahul Gandhi had convened a meeting, a closed-door meeting of Urdu journalists, where he has specifically mentioned that Congress to darasal Musalmanon ki hi party hai, which was corroborated later by one of the journalists attending that meeting. Number two, as recently as 2 months ago, Rahul Gandhi, during his visit to US, very clearly gave IUML a certificate of being secular. A few weeks later, the IUML in Kerala raised slogans where they were, planning to butcher Hindus in front of temples. Did Rahul Gandhi utter a single word? And number three, we know for a fact that the recent visit to US of Rahul Gandhi was sponsored by pro-Islamist groups with their bases in Pakistan. So Congress can never, subscribe to the idea of India being a Hindu Rashtra, but then Congress today is the master of duplicity. It can change its form, it can change its character depending upon its need, its desperate need for electoral survival. In some way,
I thought that was the prerogative
wants
of
to
the
become
BJP to keep
just
changing
10
its
seconds,
mind
ma'am. I didn't
and to
intervene
portray
when you were
something
talking.
which they are whenever
have
it
the
suits
courtesy.
them.
Allow me
No,
15
you are-
more
you are
seconds
not-
to complete
you
my
are not
point.
correct.
Today,
One versus three, one
You are
versus
today
not
the
five.
correct.
Congress party,
at all.
today the Congress party
Better
wants to
speak about
be
the
a
BJP, I
party
think.
of
Why
Hindus
Congress
by
party?
the day and a party of Muslims by the night. This is the kind of duplicity which the Congress party at one point of time had on the issue of Garibi Hatao. It wanted to be a party of poor by the day and the party of rich by the night. Today it wants to do the same on the issue, the same chicanery, the same duplicity on the issue of secularism and on the issue of Hindu votes. But the Congress party will never succeed because of its duplicity.
May I just get in Ramesh Sabharwal and Lokesh and then Tanveer, of course, into the debate. Mr. Sabharwal, see, you can't, in today's day and age, you can't remove the comments that have been made in the past. Mallikarjun Kharge, there was an old video doing the rounds where he's saying that if Narendra Modi gets any more power, then the rule of Sanatan Dharma and RSS will come back in this country. Now Kamal Nath says India is a Hindu Rashtra. If the Congress believes in a Hindu Rashtra, Ramesh Sabharwal, why did senior Congress leader and former Home Minister Shivraj Patil say that the essence of the Bhagavad Gita is jihad? He said, and you would remember Sadhvi Jayabharti, he said Sri Krishna taught lessons of jihad to Arjun in a part of Gita. These are the comments of Congress leaders. And suddenly before a Madhya Pradesh election, because Madhya Pradesh is a very large Hindu population, you are saying India is a Hindu Rashtra. I just want to know whether you are clear about your own ideology. Or you have one ideology before the election, one ideology after the election. Mr. Sabharwal.
And a happy Independence Day to you and to the viewers of your Republic TV. We got independence in 1947. Same question you're asking today also. What happened to you? What kind of debate we are holding? Same the Britishers what they did with us. Again same thing. We belong to Hindustan. Our country name is
Kamal Nath
Hindustan.
said, I didn't say. Kamal Nath has said.
82%. No. Now, listen me. Kamal Nath is a one leader of the Congress party. He's not by party leadership. Please. Yesterday also, Randeep is a party leader.
He's your chief ministerial face in Madhya
Kamal Nath
Pradesh.
is individual. The party. No. You think that, nah? You think that, nah? We have not announced officially. The party has not announced officially. My submission is that on Independence Day, we are doing same politics which Britishers have done to us. I am very sad today. Arnab, you should have taken today's day. Today we have got independence. My parents got migrated. My grandparents got migrated from Punjab. You don't know what are the pains. Go and see Gadar 2. Watch Gadar 2. Then you will realize what kind of relationship India was having before Britishers came to country. Please don't create more communal violence. BJP agenda is the same. We belong to Hindustan. We are Hindu. We can invite.
I'm only asking
Congress
you.
party to snap all ties with IUML.
Sir,
if you are serious, sir, tell the Congress party to snap all ties with IUML.
अरे यही आग लगाते आए हो सावरकर जी.
अरे आप आग लगा रहे हो, शर्म आनी चाहिए आपको.
आग लगाते आए हो.
राहुल गांधी से
सवाल लगाते आए हो. और क्या कह रहे हो? अभी न्यू में लगा दी. अभी न्यू में लगा रहे हो. पूरे भारत को जलाना चाहते हो.
No, Arnab, I think this is a some sort of a this person is suffering from some emotional outburst. I can't help it. But the point is, as Rahul Gandhi condemned the IUML comment of Hindu, IUML wanted to butcher Hindu. Has Rahul Gandhi condemned that? Your emotional outburst can be somewhere else.
I am just wanting to understand. Mr. Sabharwal, can I get 2 versus 5, 2 versus 3? 1 minute, just 1 minute. Lokesh, Jaya Bharti is here with us. Professor Geeta Bhatt is there with us.
I plead to you, please. 15 August
just 1 minute. I also appeal to you, Mr. Sabharwal. I also appeal to you, Mr. Sabharwal. I also appeal to you.
Let's have a serious debate. Why this rhetoric? Why this?
आपके भी प्रधानमंत्री हैं.
हमारे भी हैं.
आपके भी प्रधानमंत्री हैं. आपके भी प्रधानमंत्री है सबरवाल जी. बात आपके भी प्रधानमंत्री हैं. बात यह है कि आपको ऐसे उत्तेजित होने की कोई जरूरत नहीं है. आप I want to know whose line to follow for understanding. एक दिग्विजय सिंह लाइन और कमल नाथ लाइन.
I know what is the
Is India Hindu Rashtra?
Muslims in this country.
Is India Hindu Rashtra? Bageshwar Baba says India should be a Hindu Rashtra. Kamal Nath says he is right. India is a Hindu Rashtra. No, don't confuse me. It's on tape now.
It's a Hindustan.
Hindu Rashtra.
It's a Hindustan.
You don't understand what Hindu Rashtra means.
Can I answer?
Kamal Nath, do you agree with him when he says India is a Hindu Rashtra?
Kamal Nath is speaking in the context of the fact that it's 82% Hindus. So he uses the word without understanding that there is a huge qualitative difference between the way that the BJP uses Hindu Rashtra and the way the rest of the country. We are all practicing Hindus. We go to temples.
Oh,
we
so
pray,
you are
we do
using
everything.
one with Jaya Bharti. That's a very interesting.
Does it mean we are
very
Muslim
interesting.
haters? No.
So
BJP's definition of
this is
Renu.
No,
it's not.
Renu, let me explain your thinking right now. Let me explain your thinking, if I get it correct, Sadhvi Jaya Bharti.
Yeah.
Your argument is okay. 1 minute. Your argument is okay. You have caught Kamal Nath saying India is a Hindu Rashtra. We did not expect that it would be recorded on a tape and played on the channel. We thought ये चुपचाप ये कर सकते थे छिंदवाड़ा में, मगर टेप चल गई, टेप लीक हो गई, टेप में बात निकल गई. अभी जाके बोलो कि we mean Hindu Rashtra to be something else. and have a philosophical discussion.
No.
You will make one statement among people that India is a Hindu Rashtra. Then you will come on TV channels and say you want to do Mohabbat ki dukaan. You have to decide what your line is. Sadhvi Jaya Bharti is on the debate with Lokesh. I don't believe in over-interpreting a phrase. You all know what the meaning of Hindu Rashtra is. Sadhvi Jaya Bharti, your take on this along, and then Lokesh.
Gentlemen, I just need one a little time.
Tanveer, after that. Tanveer, after that.
Sure. You know, as far as we find these comments of the Congress party.
Definitely get a time. Yes, Sadhvi, please speak.
Yeah, what was that? Like, I didn't understand that very comment. Are you mocking in that statement? I should get time, or should you want to take the first stage? Maybe you could go ahead first.
No, absolutely. It is a huge respect to be a Sadhvi. It is absolutely a huge respect. I'm actually giving you respect.
Let's have a serious debate,
Don't
please.
take it otherwise.
My friend Tanveer, let's have a serious debate.
Right.
Tanveer,
thank you for that. If that's what you mean. Thank you for that. Now the question that I want to bring in is, earlier, the kind of desperation and confusion that I see coming from the opposition party at the moment, I think they've made a legacy out of it, and I talk it as a Hindu scholar. Reason being, first initially that they created a confusion, calling it a Hindu terror and a Muslim terror. They couldn't differentiate between terror and lamenting Hindus and those who were victimized into that terror. Then they came to Hindutva and Hindu and Hinduism. And now they're saying that in the very context of a Hindu Rashtra is different when they use it, I use it, or some other political party uses it. So, and they have not come to the term with the question that they would have. You have asked that. That there are two people from the same party towing different lines, and where do they stand? What is their opinion on that? However, to make things clear, let me tell you, the whole phenomena of secularism is a Hindu characteristic. Secularism word got added into the English dictionary by 15th or 16th century, but we've been talking of Sarvdharma Sambhav for 7,000 years. And ever since the concept of Hindu Rashtra has been under the attack, we know how the society has been divided and into the lines of caste and creed. And the moment I talk about it, you say, so fine, I know you want to answer that, but please do not tell me what to comprehend when you say, we are the people. I would say, I would call myself as a layman. I would not go into the political connotations, but I have enough comprehension to understand the context in which a political leader who stands on a stage, I still remember that, in the when we were going ahead for banning the cow slaughter, I still remember the Congress cadre of Kerala slaughtering cows and celebrating it on the road. I have the visuals of that. I still remember those visuals. And then you go to the court and saying that, maybe Lord Ram never existed. What's the proof there was a Ram Setu? So you do not, please, the least I would expect from you is to explain me the context of Hindu Rashtra. We very well understand when you want to manipulate. Yes, sir, you would definitely.
Okay.
Yes, because, you can always explain it, but you cannot.
Lokesh first and then Tanveer. No. I think a very. Let her complete.
When people come and say that, let us explain, all I expect as a layman is please explain and don't further manipulate.
Hello.
We do understand it.
Hello.
Yes, certainly, ma'am. Ma'am, there are two approaches to this entire narration of Hindu Rashtra. One is the consensus approach, other is the conflict approach. For the Congress, this narration of Hindu Rashtra is in consensus to pluralism, multiculturalism, so all other religions can coexist peacefully. But you talk about BJP. For the BJP, the Hindu Rashtra is a conflict approach. They think that the Hindu Rashtra is in conflict to the minorities such as the Muslims. They are in conflict to other minorities, to other religious minorities. That is the fundamental difference between the Congress approach and the approach of the BJP. When I'm talking about Congress, it upholds the ideology of pluralism,
Lokesh, may I just
coexistence.
Lokesh, may I just ask you something?
Yes.
Lokesh, may I ask you something?
Yes.
May I ask you something?
Arnab,
Therefore,
before
we are
you
in a
say,
very
can I
confusing
just add
situation
here?
right now where you are
Arnab-
saying, 1 minute Sadhviji, where you are saying, Sadhviji, 1 minute, Lokesh, you are saying that when you say Hindu Rashtra, it's a peaceful Hindu Rashtra. When they say Hindu Rashtra, it's not a peaceful Hindu Rashtra. I am getting confused. Because you are not denying, Professor Geeta Mohan, they are not denying the idea of a Hindu Rashtra. It's a fundamental shift in position.
Sir,
you are saying
sir,
your
I
idea
want
of Hindu Rashtra is
what I
different
want
from
to
BJP's idea of Hindu Rashtra, but you are both saying India is a Hindu Rashtra.
The idea of Hindu Rashtra doesn't necessarily has to be in conflict to that of other religions. For example,
that
when
is
I'm
not
talking
even the
about
point of this
BJP's
debate.
ideology, BJP claims
Arnab, this is
that
not even the
Islam
point of
as
this
a religion
debate that who's
has fallen
defining
origin.
Hindu Rashtra
It
in
has
what
no place
term?
in India. It identifies a person's nationality on the basis of religion. That is something which is unacceptable.
No, we are
Congress
slightly
ideology.
confused. We are slightly confused now. Professor Geeta Mohan is intervening. 1 minute. Professor Geeta Mohan is intervening.
Peacefully.
No. You are saying you are creating a secular Hindu Rashtra.
Arnab, first time in the history of
I'm getting Congress wants a secular Hindu Rashtra.
I think there has to be a parallel view.
No, Tanveer, you got to realize the situation. Tanveer, you need to understand the seriousness and the present context where the Congress is talking about a Hindu Rashtra in the electoral battleground of Madhya Pradesh.
I absolutely do understand the seriousness. That's
Don't you see what's happening? Please go ahead.
Arnab, let's really understand. If we are talking about Sarve Jano Sukhino Bhavatu, I'm absolutely in for it. If at all we are talking about, Vishwa as a Kutumba, I'm in for it. But if at all we are talking politics of religion on the basis of religion, absolutely not happening. What Kamal Nath say, Kamal Nath definitely needs to come and clearly explain, because my constitution doesn't say India is an Hindu Rashtra or a Muslim Rashtra. It is a Rashtra which is run by a book called Constitution.
But Lokesh has said that they have an idea of a Hindu Rashtra.
And
they are talking about a non-antagonistic Hindu Rashtra.
My great friend Tuhin Sinha, he thinks he has an entitlement to come here on a national television and talk about his Hindus, his Hinduism and versus Congress Hinduism. No, that is not what we are talking about. Let's really talk about this nation. This nation is not a Hindu Rashtra, neither a Muslim Rashtra, nor a Sikh Rashtra. It is a Rashtra for every Indian. It is a Rashtra for every Indian.
But Kamal Nath has said it is. No. You can't take a different position in a TV channel discussion, but a different discussion on the ground. Tanveer, if you say this, then you must say the same thing on the ground.
I am towing the line of Baba Sahib Ambedkar. I am towing the line of Mahatma Gandhi. I am not towing the line of neither Congress or BJP. I am towing the line on which this great nation was formed. Let all those scholars who are sitting on there, let them really tell that if at all there is a mention of Hindu Rashtra in our constitution.
The concept that the Congress subscribes to.
Geeta Mohan is finally intervening as well.
Before coming in, ma'am, please.
No, 1 minute. Tohin, before you come in, I'll allow Geeta Mohan. Geeta Mohan.
Arnab,
if at all you do have any answer.
Arnab, I just want to add over here. You see, the word secular, it is interwoven in the consciousness of this nation, and that is because the roots of this nation are Hindu. But how the Congress party has perceived it, that is because for decades there has been an ideological vacuum, and hence they are trying to look, being a Chunavi, this Chunavi Hinduness is nothing else but a political compulsion. As has already been discussed that Kamal Nath is talking about 82% of Hindus. So it is the number that he is talking about.
Why did you say
While Digvijay ji is holding the line which the Congress party has for in the 21st century has taken, considering that what Hindu stands for. How can we forget who was it standing with Zakir Naik? Sharing the platform, calling him the messenger of peace. It was Mr. Digvijay Singh who was the person. Hafiz Saeed, the kind of respect that is given to Mr. Hafiz Saeed by Digvijay Singh, so you see, so this contradiction where those extremist elements, people like Zakir Naik, who are fugitives in the country, they have been given acknowledgement by the Congress party leaders like Mr. Digvijay Singh.
Geeta Bhatt, I will, Professor Geeta Bhatt, I'll take a 30-second quick heel commercial break, and I have an important point to make on this ongoing debate when I'm back.
In the India Today Best Universities 2023 survey, released recently, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School Bengaluru.
But the Prime Minister also interacted with NCC cadets who were present at the Red Fort, and let's take a quick look at what happened, and we also spoke to some of those students. Let's hear what they have to say.
It's an important debate. You know, many people surprised at the position of the Congress party. Lokesh Jindal, you must also understand, Mr. Sabharwal and Lokesh Jindal, that these are the times of the media. The television media is very powerful. Cameras are everywhere. You know, at least with the BJP, you know what the BJP's ideology is, Mr. Sabharwal. Right? BJP believes in the Hindutva ideology. It wants a uniform civil code. With the Congress leaders go to Muslims and they say we want 90% Muslim vote. Last time Kamal Nath was on record. You say we are a Muslim party. Then you go among a Hindu group and you say we are a Hindu Rashtra.
Because both Hindus and Muslims are citizens of India.
People are not clear. I mean,
No,
I'm not saying you are not citizens. Muslims are not citizens. Please, what I am saying is that your party, your party goes among Muslims and says we are a Muslim party. Among Hindus, we are a Hindu Rashtra. Your party is not consistent. Lokesh and Mr. Sabharwal.
No.
You can't play people like this. You're misleading the voters then.
Person's religion, every individual who is a citizen of India who votes in the elections.
No,
you will be reaching out to that citizen.
No, you got my point. Yes, Mr. Sabharwal.
No, we belong to Indian party. It's not a question of religion. Can we afford a partition again?
Louder, please.
Arnab, we should be very sensitive with these issues.
Not even.
We should be very sensitive on the Independence Day at least. You know, can we afford a communal violence? Can we afford a communal violence like 1947? Can we afford a division of our country on the religion basis?
Sir, you should have thought about it when you were introducing the communal violence bill, which was absolutely against the spirit of Hindus. Sir, I'm getting this word from you, communal violence, and your party was the one that was bringing in. And that was totally, you remember? So please, before this is how you are, confusing, misleading, and this is disruption and this is.
When we have done.
The whole country knows, sir. It is.
We are not saying that.
And you are actually.
We are not.
Give me a moment, sir. I'm just responding. The thing is,
we don't want to politicalize.
Sir, you are a political party. Everything you do from day to night is politicized. So please, that is a very misleading statement in itself. You are a political party.
I am a human being first.
You are not here debating as a human being. You are debating as a Congress representative. So you have to answer the harsh questions.
I am a human being first.
I'm not talking about any human rights, sir. This is not even a logical debate anymore.
फिर मेरा देश है, फिर मेरा धर्म है.
फिर sir, अभी I don't know what you're going to debate here then. So
I'm a human. I'm a human being. Politics बाद में है.
So why is the Congress party? Is the Congress party changing its line? Is the Congress party changing its line?
Arnab,
You can't do this.
Let me make it very, very clear.
No, but then why did Kamal Nath say we are a Hindu Rashtra? Explain it to me, no? Ask, convince Tanveer that Kamal Nath is right.
My leader is Sonia Gandhi. My leader is Rahul Gandhi. My leader is
Arnab, one question directly to Lokesh. One question directly to Lokesh, if I may.
One question to Lokesh from Sadhvi Jaya Bharti. Sadhvi Jaya Bharti, well-known Hindu scholar, is putting a question to Lokesh Jindal of the Congress. Yes, go ahead.
Lokesh, one question to Sadhvi ji later.
Respect her.
Sure. One question to Sadhvi ji after she questions Lokesh. Go on.
Yeah, Lokesh, just now, I'm personally very affected by what the statement you gave. Like the professor was just speaking that, your political leaders were sharing stages with Zakir Naik, and obviously they did have high, reverence for terrorists, declared terrorists such as Hafiz Saeed. And you said that, is it wrong or difficult? Is it, something wrong with people, sharing stage with the other community? We are not talking about the other community. We are talking about a person who openly disregarded Hinduism, who openly promoted violence against Hindus, and who was openly doing it. And there was enough legal and, evidence to be, he's one person who was dividing in the line of jihad. So, who is Zakir Naik? What he was doing in the country is not the issue of the debate, but we very well understand. So do you actually approve of this, that people like him should be, people like Zakir Naik should be promoted in our country? Do you approve of that?
What is your view about Dharam Sansad? Ma'am, what is your view about Dharam Sansad?
Dharam Sansad never talks about going and killing and taking jihad over something. My question, you cannot retract from a question. So this is the whole point that you did not answer my question. You did not answer my question. You were turning it around.
No, I won't turn it around. What I would say,
you are turning. I'm asking, are you approving? My straight question is, are you... Hatred, if you are talking, what was Zakir Naik promoting? And you are approving of it.
If he's promoting hatred, and
your political leaders were going over there and you are promoting.
I take complete responsibility that nowhere will Congress ever endorse or support anybody who preaches hatred against any other community. If any political leader has gone over there, it's in his personal
what's wrong in going sharing stage with Zakir Naik. You just said what was wrong with it. It's on record. Maybe Arnab Goswami can run it around. Maybe Arnab can run it.
Everybody knows the tape of Zakir Naik with us. I am confused. What is the Congress party's line? You are taking one. Bageshwar Baba's line is very simple. 1 minute. His very simple line that he has. He says, I want to make India Hindu Rashtra. And you can't say that your interpretation of Hindu Rashtra is a deep and different interpretation of Hindu Rashtra. Ramesh Sabarwal, सब कुछ on record है Sabarwal ji. It's on record. Abhi, now you can say that why have you got it on tape?
Are you saying that
Bageshwar Baba can say anything on his stage? He is not a political, he is not representative of people. He is not the representative of people. People are following him. But your political leader is the representative.
As a political party, आपने बोला we are a Hindu Rashtra. Abhi, you are saying...
Can I come in, please?
No, I want to make it very, very clear. The whole idea why Rahul Gandhi undertook a Bharat Jodo Yatra from Kanyakumari to Kashmir is against the politics of hatred. The idea is against hatred.
No. Now you are saying, he said I'm against Hindu Rashtra.
He says
1 minute. He said I'm against Hindu Rashtra. Now you are saying you are for Hindu Rashtra. I'm confused again.
Promotes hatred. Something that is to be condemned.
You are qualifying what was said earlier.
Ideology of the Congress.
My question to Sadhvi didn't allow.
Tuhin is on the way. Tuhin.
How was... Arnab, I don't understand how Bharat Jodo Yatra was against the idea of hatred. It promoted the idea of hatred. Who are the people participating? Rijal Makuti, the guy who butchered the cow in Kerala. The other people, the Father Ponappa, who has openly abused Bharat Mata. So Bharat Jodo Yatra was actually, it was actually a very clever signaling to the forces of hatred It was in support of forces of hatred. Now let me come to the other point, a very important point. Arnab, the present day Congress party, and when I say the present day Congress party, the Congress party was a different Congress party till the time of P.V. Narasimha Rao. It is a different Congress party now under Sonia Gandhi and Rahul Gandhi. The present day Congress party has no moral authority to talk about a Hindu Rashtra till the time it apologizes. It profusely apologizes for repeatedly humiliating the Hindu community. Shivraj Patil last year had likened the conversation between Krishna and Arjun in Mahabharata to jihad, and people like Shivraj Patil were never made to apologize. Kharge ji has very clearly mentioned in a speech that if you vote for Modi ji, you are strengthening the forces of Sanatan. These are the statements which the most senior leaders of the Congress party are making, and they talk about Hindu Rashtra. They are the masters of duplicity. And the Congress representative over here is only confusing the entire debate.
Listen to me.
Ramesh Sabarwal.
You are so much indoctrinated.
Mr. Sabarwal. Mr. Sabarwal.
Our country name is Hindustan.
Mr. Sabarwal.
हिंदुस्तान शामिल करते हैं भारत जोड़ो यात्रा में रेजिल मसूदी को शामिल करते हैं उसके बाद हिंदुस्तान की बात करते हैं आप
अभी अरे भाई आप ठेकेदार हैं हिंदुओं के।
आपने कहा रमेश सबरवाल जी, रमेश सबरवाल जी,
आप भी बराबर हैं।
रमेश सबरवाल जी, आई वांट टू आस्क यू,
we are equal,
Mr. Sabarwal ji, Mr. Sabarwal,
emotionally disturbed,
Mr. Sabarwal, your party leader Rahul Gandhi said, जो हिंदुत्ववादी हैं they are Godse followers. आपके नेता राहुल गांधी ने कहा है कि जो हिंदुत्ववादी हैं वो गोडसे के फॉलोअर हैं, और आज आपके पार्टी के नेता कमलनाथ कह रहे हैं हम हिंदू राष्ट्र हैं। आप सुप्रीम कोर्ट में कहते हैं भगवान श्री राम कभी थे ही नहीं। आपने कहा कि हिंदू टेररिज्म है, आपने कहा हिंदुत्ववादी जो हैं वो गोडसे के फॉलोअर हैं,
सोनिया जी राम,
और आज आपको वोट चाहिए इसलिए आप कह रहे हैं हम हिंदू राष्ट्र बन गए।
डॉक्टर मनमोहन सिंह जाते रहे, इंदिरा जी जाती रही।
ये किस तरह की अपीसमेंट है?
राम भगवान तो है, कौन कह रहा राम भगवान?
नहीं, यू आंसर नो, you're not giving me a clear answer, sir. I think you're a little confused today, Mr. Sabarwal.
We are not.
I am not confusing you, because I think Kamal Nath has confused you.
And for us,
yes,
you are a very senior leader, sir. But Kamal Nath ने आपको confused कर दिया।
Individual, sir, Kamal Nath is
He is not. He's the chief ministerial face of Congress. Tanveer.
He's not Sonia Gandhi.
Sonia Gandhi ने confused किया।
So then has your Congress president issued a statement on what he said? Then why is Mr. Kharge allowed it?
We'll tell him to issue a statement now.
You have full freedom to say what you want.
Arnab,
Tanveer,
तो देखा नहीं कहाँ बोला है, आपने दिखाया आज हमको।
I don't think Kamal Nath really made this statement without any calculation. And I'm sure there is a fight between Digvijay Singh and Kamal Nath, which definitely Kamal Nath wants to score. But before that, I would like to ask a question to Sadhvi ji. Sadhvi ji, Gita chapter number 2, shloka 56, it says, Dukheshvano anudugata manaha sukheshu vigata spraha with a raga bhai krodha sthita der muni ruchate. This is my understanding of Hinduism, and this is my understanding of Hindus. Suddenly, if at all a Sadhvi starts speaking about politics and things, I don't know. This is not what my gurus have really taught. I'm sure you need to really explain.
You can't counter her, so you don't want her to speak.
This is not the Hindu Rashtra which we have really learnt it. I absolutely learnt it from very learned people, and today I really see that the language of spewing venom coming from such big scholars. I think we need to really relearn our books. We need to go back to our books. We need to go back to our rishis, munis, what our great books says, what our shloka says. I mean, I need to really upgrade.
You have a problem with her, then you can say so. I mean, you are attacking her personally. You're not attacking her argument.
No, let me tell you.
I'm absolutely not attacking her. I'm actually asking a question as a student. I'm a student. I need to really learn it from a learned person.
I've totally taken your question, and now let me respond to that question. You have cited a verse from Gita citing about the Samatulya and a Samhat Sambhava. I totally understand that. but our gurus, our rishis, our Hindu scholars were never devoid of political debate or political intervention. We always had Rajgurus and Rajarishis sitting in the Raja Darbara, one, and talking about politics and the human, the impact that it had on the people and the civilization. And I think if you regret me talking that much, you would never approve of Chanakya, who made the Bharat Ganarajya. So he was a sanya, he was a Muni, he was a scholar, and he was a brahmachari, and he spoke about the politics, and Kautilya Arthashastra is being read till today also. So if you find my Vani as venomous,
speaking about politics one side, speaking about politics is absolutely appreciated.
Sir,
I know. I have read Arthashastra. It is right here in my house. I can show you Arthashastra right now. I have studied Arthashastra in my 8th standard.
This is not right. If you do not find my, I think if you every time I counter you really get disturbed. Like just one thing. So if you find my Vani as venomous, because I'm today not only preaching, but I'm talking about my rights. I'm today not only preaching and telling you that where I've also been hurt, where my sentiments were not respected, I'm totally okay with it, sir. I am not sitting here for your approval. I'm here, been asked to be here to talk about my mind, to talk my opinion, and tell you where I have been manipulated, or the whole question that today's debate was asking, that there are two different statements coming
I think the
from
issue is manipulation.
Yeah. And everything that everybody else is answering is not what the party's stand is, but everybody is still bashing the Hindu ideology. That is what I regret, and you've done that equally, sir. And if you still find my Vani venomous, I have no problem with that. You can hold your opinion.
No, but I think the point is, Mr. Sabharwal has rightly said here, in a very measured way.
I'm absolutely
the issue is two lines from the same party.
For yours.
And in the last, in the last Madhya Pradesh elections, Mr. Sabharwal,
we are secular.
It can't be. You see, Mr. Sabharwal, if Digvijay Singh says, I'll make statements which I think will appease the Muslim vote, then Kamal Nath says, I will do things which in this particular forum, that India is a Hindu Rashtra. Aren't these two people from the same party?
All religion are equal to us. Arnab,
no,
all
you
religion are equal to
sir,
us.
I
This
don't
is
get
the
that
ideology
sense.
of our party.
I
We have
feel
been
that
taught
there's a
like
different kind of vote bank politics the Congress is doing.
So we have been taught like this.
Positive discrimination is not a piece.
So we have not been taught like this.
Congress party, we have been taught like this. We have been taught like, we have been, our principles, our ideology.
Taught to appease different vote banks in different areas.
Arnab, around the time that Rahul Gandhi started,
we don't want to involve politics into all.
Around the time that Rahul Gandhi started his temple hopping in 2018 was the same time when he was giving certificate of secularism to Tipu Sultan, the destroyer of the maximum number of temples in this country. So, like I repeat,
and hold the big hole and give it title to the biggest
Please, read some history lessons. Only rhetorics are not going to validate your point.
Okay, viewers, I have to close.
Validity to what you are saying.
I feel that every political party should have a clear ideology. Should have a clear ideology. I think vote bank politics should end. And I shall see you tomorrow at 9. Thank you for watching. See you tomorrow at 9. Ladies and gentlemen, and as always, thank you for your viewership. Good night and goodbye.
In the India Today Best Universities 2023 survey, released recently, India's #1 ranked universities in various streams are JNU Delhi, Amity University, AIMS Delhi, IIT Delhi, and National Law School Bengaluru.
octopi post of the BSF, where the sweet exchange between the BSF and the Pakistani troop rangers have taken place. Now the senior officials of the BSF, including the DIG, is returning back after exchanging the sweets with the Pakistani side. Yesterday, the sweet exchange has taken place on the eve of Pakistan's Independence Day, and today the Independence Day of India is being celebrated, and the Pakistani side has come along with the sweets, and the senior officials of the border security force, they are here at the international border exchanging the sweets with the Pakistani side, and now they will be returning. It is important to mention that post the ceasefire pact that was re-stitched between both the armies in 2021, there has been peace prevailing on the international border. Otherwise, this area has been completely under the shelling of